Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Sunday evening. Well, 2 seconds ago, just as I was about to start this stream, X-Plane 11 crashed. So, right now, I'm in the process of rebooting it. Hello, everybody. SimPilot 13, Flyboy. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna get let me get X-Plane going here. I lost my chat screen too, unfortunately. So new flight. We're going Barron, Delaware Park, Air Park. Beautiful. Get that all loaded up. All right, I have to get my chat window going here because that seems to have gone away. So let me do that. Where the hell's my chat? Oh, I closed it. Oh, there it is, right there. You guys can't see this, but hopefully things won't crash this time. Always happens at the best times, you know. But this was kind of an impromptu stream. Got myself a Yingling's light lager, drinking light beer on a Sunday night, or Sunday. I keep thinking today's Sunday. It's Monday. Cheers, guys. Yingling's. Good Pennsylvania beer. I know, me too. All day long I've been saying it's Sunday, but I know it's Monday. It feels like a Sunday. Hopefully. Yeah, I caught myself. Good to see you, B2. On this late Monday night. There we go. We got X-Plane running again. Wait for the frames to catch up. Hopefully we won't be too laggy here. Things look pretty good. All right, good. Get rid of that music. Well, welcome, guys. Everything's working out. We're in the Barron. The Barron 58, the stock 58. And I decided that we should do a little tour of our NorthEast FBOs, including checking out the scenery that SimPilot 13 created for N57. We're going to fly there. Check that out. And let me just show you the route we got planned here. Pretty simple route. Where's my thingy here? All right, there we go. We're going to start at Delaware Park, Air Park. I keep saying Delaware Park. Delaware Park's a racetrack. We're going to start at Delaware Air Park right there. Then we're going to head up to N47, which is, what's that, Pottstown? Yep, Pottstown. That's one of our FBOs, N47. Then we're going to head over to Trenton, KTTN. And then we're going to head to the infamous N57. Where's N57? Right there. New Garden. And then we'll head ourselves back to 33N, which is Delaware Air Park. 203 miles round trip with all the GPS, with all the waypoints and everything. And got a nice little cargo of people here. We've got from our first jump, we're going to take a poker rounder and a virtual reality pilot. That's supposed to be a pilot emoji, but for some reason it doesn't come up correctly in FSE. So that's the first flight. Then we're going to head to Trenton, and we'll pick up someone going back to 33N and a couple people going to 57. And then we'll head to 57. We'll pick up 2 more people. Well, actually, at 47, we're going to pick up a couple people too. We missed that. But we're basically picking up people, and hopefully by the time we get back to heading back to 33 for 57, we'll have a full plane. $7,500. This is a plane that we own, that our group owns. The Baron, we bought this last week. Got 80 gallons in her, and we should be, that should probably be enough for the whole trip, but we could pick up some fuel along the way if we need to. Obviously fueling at our FBOs. And yeah, so that's the plan here. We got, let's see, 2 billiards hustler, a couple of food fighters, the $100 burger fan. Normally that's going to N40. That's where the best burger is. Yeah, Sky Manor. A couple of baseball scouts, billiard hustler, and another food fighter fan. So anyway, that's the plan for today, and get to it. All right, so I'm going to get my FSEconomy loaded up here. You guys can't see that, but I'm just making sure it's loaded up, which it is. Okay. We're good to go. And Delaware is a non-towered airport. Setcom 1 to 123.0. Setcom 1, 1230.
Com 1 set to 123.0.
All right. Setcom 2, 123.075.
Com 2 set to 123.075.
All right. And we are going to be departing on runway 09er. You guys can see that. I got 4-flight working there, so you can see the taxi diagram. Area 09er, we're right here right now in the holding area. We're going to taxi to 09er, and we'll take off to the north. Cool. Fly at, we don't have to go very high here. We'll probably go 2,500 feet. Let's do that. Keep it kind of low. Flying VFR. For a nice trip into New Jersey. Take a sip of my beer. For my Monday night cruise. Here we go. I could see chat in the cockpit here, so we're good to go there. All right, where's my COM 1? There's COM 1. We're on COM 1. All right, Delaware Park traffic. Baron 328 Tango Delta taxiing to runway 09er for northern departure, Delaware Park. Here we go. All right. Good to go here. We're going to use plane command for the one thing about the stock planes, the X-Plane 11 stock planes and VRs, they're all smooth as silk. I mean, they may not be the best rendered and the best detailed 3D, and that's probably why, but they all fly smooth as silk in VR. And I have to tell you that this latest release, knock on wood, 11.20 VR3, I've noticed a really big difference in lack of judder on all planes, including third-party planes. Yeah, I'm going to clean up some of those flights in the east tonight. Yeah, I got about $8,000 worth of passengers that we're going to be toting around, so should be a fun flight. And most of these, except for KTTN, are all CTAF non-towered airports. So Delaware traffic, Baron 328 Tango Delta, departing runway 09. We'll be departing the pattern to the north at 2,500 feet, Delaware Park. One thing, you never say ready for takeoff. You always say departure. Okay, we're good to go here. We got our FSEconomy loaded. Here we go. Flaps to 1 notch. Let's fire her up. Get the hell out of here. Delaware Park traffic. Baron 328 Tango Delta is on the go. Runway 09. We'll be departing the pattern to the north at 2,500 feet. Delaware Air Park. keep saying Delaware Park. There's that Baron getting up in the air. Oh, I forgot to put my flight plan in. Better do that.
$500.
I do have it in there. Can do it one-handed. That's the nice thing about the touch controller. Menu. Activate. GPS. There we go. Good. Actually, I lied. We're gonna go to 2000. Delaware Air Park traffic. Baron 328 Tango Delta is departing the pattern to the north, climbing to 2000. Last call, Delaware Park. Oh yeah, sorry, Sim Pilot. I figured I'd give. I mean, look how smooth this is running. It's so realistic, man. It's awesome. And I've actually tried bumping up the graphics a little bit, and it's still really, really smooth. All right, let's get LNAV on.
LNAV on.
Altitude hold.
Altitude hold on.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
All right, let's get the computer do the work. B2, it's nice to have you in the stream. I know you're a moderator in John Flies, and it's really nice to have you in the stream. I know you're an avid flight simulation fan, and it's good to have you here. It's great. Got the ortho cooking here. This is all zoom level 17, and I do zoom level 18 around airports, so it gets a little bit more detailed. But my textures right now are only at medium, so they're not going to look super fantastic. But when I'm running at high, like even at 2,000 feet, they look amazing. Just amazing. Did I do a no, let me do a I gotta do something here. And I even have this window opened up. Let's do my plane view. So I want to do the ride along. I gotta set my plane views up, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, crap. There you go. So that's Control 6. And then we'll go to left side. Control 4. And then we'll go to right side, just so I have my views set up. We'll go Control 5. So now I got my mouse. I can go cockpit, rear, ride along, left side, right side. And that's how we do it. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. I tell you, this plane looks pretty good in VR, man, for a stock plane. It looks pretty damn good. You know, I was toying with buying that Carenado Baron, but I'm just going to stick with this one. I just wish the interior, the cockpit was a little bit more three-dimensional and done better in for VR, but I'll live with that, you know. It is a nice plane. I got to tell you, when I first started flying in VR, it was Aerofly FS2 was the first sim I ever used in VR, and it was their Baron, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And I actually fell in love with the Baron. then. And the FSX Baron I've flown in VR, that's decent. And this Baron, you know, this Baron's functional, but it's just not great eye candy in the cockpit, you know. But it is still a nice plane. I mean, it zips along pretty quickly. Get you where you want to go quick, although I'm kind of... I got the pedal to the metal here. Can you guys hear the engine sound? Hey, listen, B2, if you'd like to join VR Aviation and have a side job, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. No engine. Oh, let me see if I can step that up a little bit. Can you hear the engine now? A little bit? I don't want it too loud. Can you hear a little bit? I don't have the Carenado Baron, no. I was asking a few people about that, and everyone said that in VR, X-Plane 11 VR, you got the engine, cool. Everyone said in X-Plane 11 it's not that great. Aki, how you doing? Sapper, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, Aki. And yeah, so I've heard that the Carenado Baron is for X-Plane 10, so it's not really optimized for X-Plane 11. So I'm not going to waste my money on it. This is fine. You know, this one's fine. You're driving and watching the stream. That's dangerous, dude. Unless you're driving in VR. Don't get in an accident. The way I look at it is this Baron flies, it's functional, it gets you where you want to go, and it's part of X-Plane, so you don't have to pay a dime for it. It would be cool if SimCoders did a expansion pack, reality expansion pack. That would be kind of cool. Because it does kind of fly like a fighter plane, like you just, you know, you basically, it's not very realistic, but you know what? It gets you there quick. I mean, 188 knots, pretty damn quick, you know? I mean, what do we got here? 11 minutes to our destination. All right, let's figure out where we're going because I want to do the proper CTAF here. So we're going to go N47 Pottstown. Setcom 1 122.8.
Com 1 set to 122.8.
All right, that's the Unicom also. So there's no I don't see any ATIS, no. All right, so let's see. We're gonna come in runway 08, okay? We're gonna do a straight in approach, runway 08. Bogey on your 6. Didn't like the Baron too much until the tweaks in X-Plane 11 better now. Which Baron are you talking about, B2? Are you talking about the stock one or are you talking about the Carenado? You know what you can do in VR? You can keep the headset on and drink your beer. You can't drink a cup of coffee, but you can drink a beer. But you got to make sure you put your beer bottle out of the way so you don't knock it over when you're grabbing for your touch control. Oh, you got the F-18. Okay, cool. The headset is... Hey, Megaphone, how you doing? Yep, you can look right here, the perfect notch. It was designed for virtual reality. You know what? Someone should do like a VR plugin where you can put a little sensor on your beer, so when you actually see your beer in VR, when you raise it to your mouth, and then you can Actually, they do have sensors for the Vive. You can do stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. And the Carinata one is not that great anyway. You're getting a lot of flashes to fly inside screen. Okay. You're still running fly inside. It's an open question, dude. I'm not sure that there's a lot to that. Fly inside, when you say flashes, do you mean like it goes dark and then comes back and dark and comes back? Usually that happens during scenery changes, and there's really not much you can do about it. I honestly have not used fly inside since Christmas. F-18 in VR, you got whiplash. I just saw this game on Oculus Home called Coaster, Roller Coaster. I was thinking about getting that. Oh, it goes to the fly inside home screen? And then it doesn't go back into X-Plane, or does it go back into X-Plane? A nice view. Now, Sapper did a livery for this, which I should have flown tonight. He did a EVR Aviation livery for this plane, which you can get. But it's not on X-Plane org yet, right? They took it down, you said? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe there's just an incompatibility with the version of X-Plane 11 that you're running. I would just, ask them about it. But Daniel Church and those guys are pretty good about issues like that. Has that been just something that just started happening? Yeah, Sapper, if it's on X-Plane org, just pop a link in there. Oh, okay. If it's new with 11, then I would bet that that Fly Inside has to update their client for VR3. I think there was a lot of changes in VR3, especially around ASW and that stuff. I don't know for sure, and honestly, I asked Laminar about it, and they said that they really didn't change much, but I'm noticing like a ridiculously much better smoothness at like lower frame rates, because it used to be like if you were running at 30 frames per second with Oculus Rift, ASW would just throw you into a washing machine of judder, and now it doesn't do that. Like, it's basically judder free. Any plane I'm flying is judder free. So they did something with VR3, which is good, and maybe that has something to do with what's going on with Fly Inside. So I would post on their support site to see if they have any, if anybody else, see if they have any answer to that. Yeah, if you want to post a link to your Dropbox, that's cool. I have to start flying with that when I fly this plane, because it is a nice livery. Yeah, again, I think it's just that there's probably an issue with VR3 and Fly Inside. You should switch over, dude. You got to switch over to X-Plane VR. It's better, dude. It's much better. I mean, you got to make the switch. It is a lot better. Native VR it's easier. It runs better. It's much better than Fly Inside. It really is. All right, we got 16 miles, so we are, what we are, we south. Okay, where are we going? This is Pottstown, right? Pottstown traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta. We are 15 miles south of the airfield. At 2,000 feet, we'll be approaching the runway 08 from the west for straight-in approach and landing. Full stop, Pottstown. No, VR3, you can use the mouse. It has mouse support. So yeah, you can use the mouse on pretty much, definitely the stock planes. Some of the third-party planes, there might be some inconsistencies with the mouse because the 3D mouse kind of like maps itself to where the touch points are. So, but it works pretty well. I don't use the mouse. I find I really don't need it because VR, if you have a touch controller right here, VR2 has this thing called laser pointing. You see that laser? So if I just touch the key, the trigger just a little bit, I get this light green line, and when I touch it full, I get this solid green line. So I can do things like, let's say I want to turn the COM2. I go there, I highlight COM2, and then when I click it, it turns COM2 on. See that? So that laser pointer is really, really cool. Do COM1 on and off. Nice. All right. Pottstown traffic, bear 328 Tango Delta at 2,000 feet. We are 10 miles south of the airport. Again, we'll be entering the pattern for straight-in approach to runway 08. Full stop landing, Pottstown. That is 08, right? Yeah. So here's what I recommend, Aki. If you do you have the laminar version of X-Plane or the Steam version? How do I fly with the yoke and the touch control? I fly the yoke with one hand and the touch controller in the other hand. You only need one hand on your yoke, right? You never really fly a yoke with two hands. I fly it with one hand, and I have the touch control in the other. But when you're landing and taking off, which is the critical time to be, you have laminar, okay. But when you're landing and taking off, which is the critical time to be dealing with a yoke, okay, you're really only using one hand. Throttle, I just put the touch controller down and grab the throttle. Like, I know where everything is because I've been doing it so long, All right, so here's what I recommend you do. Do you have a second instance of X-Plane installed? Pottstown traffic, Baron 328 Tango Delta. We are 5 miles southwest of the airfield at 2,000 feet. We'll be actually approaching runway 08 from the west, straight in approach, Pottstown. Okay, so what you need to do is install a second copy of X-Plane. You can do that. You're allowed to do that. Just look at the installer. It shows you how to do that. And upgrade and run your second copy of X-Plane. Try that before you want to install, because you have to run X-Plane VR, you got to uninstall Flying Side. You can't run them both. So have a second copy of X-Plane installed. Just do like North America or something. You don't need a big map. And then try that out with X-Plane VR, okay? And then, once you get comfortable with that, then you can, you want to move over to it, which I'm to guarantee you will. You have to you have to uninstall Flying Side, okay? Because like two of them just can't run together. And then you could do that on your primary copy. But install the second copy first. All right, here we go here. We're at 2,000. Let me just see. What's the altitude of 47 is? All right. Start to slow this plane down. All right, I got to land here, guys, so I'm not going to be able to chat it up. I got to get this plane down properly. Pottstown traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta, 5 miles west of the airfield. Will be straight in approach and landing runway 08, full stop, Pottstown. Gear up. What? Okay, I'll put the gear down. But why are you telling me my gear's up? All right, there's my airfield. Let's get those flaps to 1. Got that autopilot off. See, the Bear is not very realistic in its flying, but it's still fun. It's still fun. And it carries 5 people, so, you know, for a quick little plane, for 185 knot plane, it's pretty decent in X-plane. Sorry, in FSC, which is why we all thought it would be a good idea to buy one. So this is our Baron that we have in the Northeast. You want to
Flight 209, clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Someone just followed.
What's our vector, Victor?
Who just followed? It'll come up in the chat here, and I can see it. Flaps are full. Got 3 green.
500.
Oh, you want to see me try the 408? Okay, I can't watch chat now because I got to land this beast. This plane just feels very unstable. Maybe that's how it is in real life. I don't know, but it just seems very, very touchy. Pottstown traffic, Bear 328 Tango Delta on short final runway 08, full stop, Pottstown. See how jumpy this plane is? All right. Pottstown traffic. Baron 328 Tango Delta, clear the active. Taxiing to runway 08, Pottstown. All right, we're going to let the people off right here. They can run to the terminal. Set parking brake.
Parking brakes set.
All right, I am going to release my FSE people. All right, we'll do that. And let's see here. So we made a little bit of money, not much. Now we're heading to, where are we heading now? KTTN? Yep. So we've got, let's see, 2 people going to KTTN. And then we'll drop those people off. We'll pick up a few more people. making the round robin here. So here we go. I'd say that was a pretty good landing, don't you think? That's 66 gallons of fuel. You know what? I'm gonna fuel up here because this is our FBO, and I'm not buying gas at Trenton. All right, so I'm just gonna throw. Let's just throw 80 gallons in there. Go 85 gallons. Okay, beautiful. Now we can start the flight. All right, we got our 3 passengers, and we're good to go. Let's see. What did you say? I think the main problem is I can't look at ForeFlight. Oh, no, you can look at ForeFlight. Okay, let me get in the air and I'll explain to you. Oh yeah, exactly. You can do an OVR drop, and also, are you using a do you have a Rift or a Vive? Yeah, thanks for the follow, Twitch Stewie. Appreciate it. Hey, KJO111, the Livery Master. How you doing, man? Doing great. How are you? All right, before I take off, I want to have a sip of beer. Because proper suds help you flying in virtual reality. Not in real life. You don't want to fly in real life. You don't want to drink in real life, I should say, when you're flying. All right. Little toast. Happy Monday. Happy President's Day here in the U.S. You don't have anything at the moment because I don't understand how I can use ForeFlight. All right, I have a video I just put up. If you're using Oculus Rift, you can use the Oculus Dash Home to import ForeFlight, okay? And you could have ForeFlight right in the cockpit with you. Working on some textures for, flight factor 320. Ground handling, nice, very nice. Yeah, Twitch, Sapper, maybe, give me a second here. Let me get in the air. Actually, let me do it right here. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. You want to check out this video right here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, watch this video when you get a chance. All right, cool. We're on our way to Trenton. You can see up there on ForeFlight. Let's see. Pottstown traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta. The departing runway 08 to the east to 2,000 feet. Pottstown. Everything looking clean. Everything good to go. You're welcome, Twitch Stewie. Crank up those engines, get the flaps to 1 notch, and release
Approaching
the brakes.
runway 08.
Oops.
Entered runway 08.
Why do you have
2,600 feet remaining.
Why do you have P factor in it? Whoa, look at this plane taking off. Is that because that's because my trim was set so high. Why do you have P factor in a twin engine? That doesn't make much sense to me. All right, gear up, flaps up. And let's fly her up to 2,000. Oh, there's there's a custom scenery. Okay, well, I'm using stock because I'll have to check that out. In VR, the stock scenery just seems to it be more VR friendly than the custom scenery. Like, I just had P factor. I had to give it right rudder. with twin engines. It doesn't. That's not right, right? I mean, you shouldn't have P factor with twin engines, right? I could be wrong. Yeah. So the stock Trenton scenery actually is pretty good. You'll see it here in a second. Oh, Oakland. Okay. All right, let me get up to altitude here. We got our flaps up. We got our gear up. We're coming to 1800. Should be okay there. Altitude hold.
Altitude hold already on.
LNAV on.
LNAV on.
LNAV on.
LNAV on.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
All right, there you go. Twitch chat is tripping balls. Unless one was counter rotating. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works in the Baron. I don't know. My guess is that when Austin tried this plane, because this is one of their oldest planes, I'm sure that he wanted the proper ground effects modeled, right? So let's assume it's all correct. People not in the stream are doing the MEDAR command. Yeah, I never feel... I guess I'm trying to think the B1900. I guess there's a little P factor. A little bit of P factor. I guess you're right. All right. I stand corrected. Or I sit corrected. All right. So, a couple things I wanted to talk about. So, as far as the VR Aviation Group goes, so we've got a new aircraft. Got a little bit of time here till we get to Trenton. So we've got a new aircraft. Let me go here to our aircraft. We got a Bell 407, and this actually came as a co-op. Sapper and Crasha Distal chipped in the most money for this, and then we had a couple other people that put in some money, Mega and Aramas. And then the group put in some money, and we got this Bell 407, and it's going to be in Montana, which is a really, really cool place to fly a chopper. And I know there's a really nice payware chopper on the org that you can get. I'm planning on learning how to fly choppers. Done a little bit of that, and I'm terrible at it, but so this is a nice addition to the group, and we've got a couple people interested in. And this actually is pretty profitable in FSEconomy. So if you're a chopper pilot and you want to be, if you're part of VR Aviation, that plane's there. If you want to be part of aviation, just go to groups, all groups, and go up to this little search thing here in Chrome and do find, and just type in VR space A, and boom, there we are, VR Aviation. And there'll be a little join button here. Just hit that join button and you'll be part of the group. So that's our new addition to the group there. As far as finances go, we're doing pretty well. We've got what's this? Almost 700,000. We've made some considerable purchases, so we're doing pretty well. If you look at our statement, we've got nice revenues coming in from aircraft operations, nice revenues coming in from our, what we got, about 15 or 16 FBOs now. And as far as pilot work, $3.7 million in total income, with their net at 1.2, which is pretty good. That's pretty good efficiencies, and you know, we still have 20 days left in February, so hopefully we'll probably be close to the $5 million mark, which is awesome. So we made some big purchases this month. We bought a Baron, we bought the Bell 407, which we put in, the group put in about 100 grand for that. bought a bunch of FBOs. We've got $850,000 in FBO purchases. So, you know, we're moving the group along, which is good. So, in any event, that's the update. You can see our FBOs here. If I go to facilities, these are all our FBOs. I think it's 15 in total or 16 in total. It's actually a better way to look at it right here. This shows our Western FBO map, which is the hub is KBTM, and this shows our Eastern hub. Hub right now is 33N with 5 spokes, and we're going to be building that out too. And we're actually going to be working on England soon too, so we've got that in the plans as well. So everything's going really, really cool with the group. Let's get back to this. Go to my flight. Oh, we have a 407. We do? Oh, it's not ours. It's cheap rent. Okay, cool. Get to the chopper. Give me the chopper. How is there entire conversation from another stream, dude? I don't see it. Where? In this chat? I don't see it, dude. Anywho. Alright, Trenton, we're just going to assume we have clearance. Setcom 1, 126.775.
Com 1 set to 126.775. Trenton-Mercer information Charlie. 1500 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 14, dew point -14. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runway 06, departing runway 06. Advise on initial contact. You have Charlie.
Alright, we have Charlie. Nice H. I don't have any cloud.
Trenton-Mercer information Charlie.
Turn the comm one off.
15.
There you go. Nice HD cloud textures. I don't run clouds, dude. I haven't tested clouds under I'm at 2,000 feet, so I think I'm under the Philly. Isn't the Philly Bravo 3,000? On the ground. Yeah. That's the ortho. That's the ortho. All right, KGO, we'll see you in a bit. All right, what do we got? 8 miles to our turn into Trenton. Very impressed with VR3, I gotta tell you. Very impressed so far. And I'm not running like I don't have Fly with Lou running. I don't have that 3J FPS script running. I don't have any of that stuff running. It's all I'm using super. I have an 1080 Ti, so my super sampling is at 1.9. Okay. I just run it at 1.9. I don't know why. I could probably run it at 2, but I just 1.9. And I'm using ASW auto on auto. Asynchronous space warp, and it's been really jutter free. You know, it's been really good. Now, I had some issues with some third-party planes when I run air server. So yeah, I can't say it's completely jutter free, but you know what I'm going to try is the Quest Kodiak, because that plane has been in VR is like flying a washing machine. It was just all like you couldn't keep the headset on. It was so juddery. So I'm going to see how that works with VR3. That'll be a big test. All right, 3 miles to our turn. What we'll do is when we finish this whole run, we'll go through the profitability of the whole trip here. Getting awesome results too. Just a weird bug when not in VR. Click spots to get out of sync with the camera. Interesting. So in 2D, yeah. The other thing is, when you have the 3D mouse on, you can't use the 2D mouse. So, like, if you've got menu systems for, like, third-party planes and you're using a 3D mouse, I find I can't use, I can't click, like, 2D mouse stuff. Blazin', how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Tried the Quest a few hours ago. It was okay. Still needs some... I'm sorry, what's the Quest? Oh, Quest Kodiak. Duh. It still needs some tweaking. Okay, but was it a juddery mess? All right, there's our airport, so we'll have to get over here. Autopilot is off. Start to slow that plane down. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when I tried it, it would be like you couldn't even stay in the plane. It was just jumping all over the place. All right, let's get that first notch of flaps. Start to slow that plane down. We're going to assume we have clearance into, I think we're coming into 6. 06. Let's get that gear down. There's the Delaware River right there. 3 green. Got the runway. All right, full flaps, and we are looking good. Let's take a look at this here. Ooh. Anybody know the actual landing speed of the Baron? I like to keep it around 90 knots. And then once I flare it, I'll knock the throttle down. You saw a golf course? I didn't see the golf course. Because I'm flying the plane first.
500.
Thank you. 80-ish? 80-ish, okay. I see the standard scenery is pretty nice, you know. I'd love to buy this airport in FSE. Just the guy doesn't want to sell it. I tried. He's willing to listen to offers, but he wants way too much money for it. I like to keep it at 90. And then when I flare it out, I'll just bring the throttle down. All right, we're just going to do a back tax. Actually, which way are we going? Oh, we have to go the other way, so. 'Cause we're heading to Sim Pilot's scenery. N57 New Garden. Stall speed is 73. Okay. That's about where the white line ends there.
Approaching runway 16.
Yes, this
34.
is Trenton. This is KTTN, yeah.
Entered runway 16.
Trenton-Mercer.
34.
All right, we'll stop here. Let them walk to the terminal. Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes set.
Yeah, I like Trenton, man. Trenton looks, even the stock scenery is nice in Trenton. Let's see. The 408 filled up and set screen to watch your. Oh, okay. Well, flying the 408 lets you. All right, cool. So Sapper, you got the stream in the cockpit. That's pretty cool. You know what, SimPilot? The reason why there's not many jobs here, it's only a 2-lot airport, and I don't think there's a lot pointing to it. 2-lot airports have 4 gates, so, and there's 3 assignments per gate, so you're not going to get a lot of assignments. He says because it's it's in the Northeast and blah 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 blah, but he wants too much money for it. The thing is, he probably doesn't have to sell it, so he can ask anything he wants, you know. All right, let's throw these people off the plane here. Get off the plane. All right, they're off the plane. Let's get to Chrome. We'll go over all the finances when we're done. All right, who do we got left here? We're gonna have now 5 people going to N57. If we got a full plane here, how much gas we got? 75. Let's refuel. Let's go to 100 gallons. All right, so we're going to be pretty heavy. We're going to be heavy Baron. That's all right. Let's get this loaded up here. Start flight. It is started. Hold on one sec, guys. All right, sorry about that. All right, so let me get my shit together here. All right, Miss Sarah, we've got passengers loaded, which we do. Okay, cool. Get rid of this chromey thingy. Where's that? Where is that? Come on, there we go. Come on, Chrome. Get away. All right, there you go. All right, cool. So we're heading to 57. Setcom 123.05.
Com 1 set to 123.05.
And we are going to be landing on 24. Little bit of a trip here. Ooh, I could feel it. It feels like it's heavy. I had to buy gas here. Didn't want to, but felt like I needed to. Touchy brakes.
Approaching runway 06.
Thank you.
24.
Flight director off.
Flight director off.
Okay. It's just so I reset the autopilot. It's funny. I remember when I first got my rudder pedals, I was so awkward with them. Just felt so unnatural. Now it feels like so natural. All right. Let's get flaps set to first notch. You know what I don't like about this plane is that you can't tell how your trim is set on your elevators. It's just a wheel that has no markings on it, which is uncool. All right, here we go. Let's get COM 1 on. Release those brakes. It's that P factor. And rotate. We get up to, we'll go up to 2,000. Yeah, it was like learning to fly again, because it's counterintuitive to the way you would think you have to do things. You push with your left to turn, you push with turn left, you push with your, it's almost like you'd want to do it the other way, you know, but once you get used to it, it's pretty cool. Get this plane up in the air. So if you join VR Aviation, you can get in this Baron and fly around this area. Group pays the rent on the plane. Make yourself 40% on the gross assignment revenue, and get to see some nice FBOs. A pretty country, even though it's flat. There's a little bit of hilly areas to fly out into, but it's a nice area to fly. So make sure you check it out in the Northeast. VR Aviation, man, join up. All right. Altitude hold.
Altitude hold on.
LNAV on.
LNAV on.
Autopilot on.
Landing gear are already
No.
up.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Okay, what's happening there? Good. Overcorrection is the whole, yeah, no, and you got to adjust the sensitivity on, I have the CH Products pedal, so you got to adjust the yaw sensitivity. I have it set, I think, at 50%, and that seems to be right for me. But once you get used to it, you know, you figure it out. All right, so we've got 38 miles to, was it New Garden? Right? Is it New Garden? New Garden. Runway 24. And we're going to be we're going to be coming from the north. Straight in approach. From the north. Baseball fields. Baseball season starting. Yay. So happy. So looking forward to that, man. So looking forward to that. I mean, I like football, but nothing like baseball. Baseball and golf. I love golf too. Baseball is the sport, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I don't know. Where did he go? I didn't follow where he went. Where did Longoria go? I don't follow the Rays. Well, I didn't follow him in the postseason or the off season. I mean, pitchers and catchers. San Fran. I'm actually glad he's off the team. And aren't they kind of cleaning house, the Rays? I know the Marlins are. I don't know why the Marlins got rid of Stanton. Perplexing. One of the best hitters in the league. More baseball fields. They've always been afraid. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping the Yankees can put together a pitching staff, because if they can, then they could have a pretty good season. What airport is that? NXX. NXX. Be a nice one to own. They thrive on rookies, yeah. Are you a Giants fan, Twitch, Stewie? Well, I tell you what, when baseball season starts, when I'm streaming, we'll be talking baseball. We'll definitely be talking baseball. And Red Sox fans are welcome too. So listen, I have another giveaway coming up. I'm probably going to start it sometime this week. The wonderful folks at Advanced Flight Modeling, they created the Mooney M20 Ovation 2 and 3, which is VR compatible. They were kind enough to provide me with a promotional copy, a copy of that plane to give away for my YouTube channel and Twitch channel. So like my 10,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to be doing a very similar giveaway. I'm going to run it probably for 2 weeks, and you'll have a chance to win that AFM Mooney. It's really a great plane. The Ovation 2 gives you the analog gauges, and the Ovation 3 gives you the laminar G1000 gauges. It's wonderful in VR. I think Sapper has one, right? Sapper? I have one, obviously. They gave me one to try out. And I'm actually going to be doing a VR review of it soon. But it's a great plane. It's only a 4-seater, but it's a fast 4-seater. 175 in that plane. And I'll tell you what, it is very realistic. AFM prides themselves on study level flight modeling, and they did a superb job on this plane. It just handles really, really well. It's early access, so there's still a few kinks in it, but these guys are very good about modifying and fixing things and stuff. So they have a thread on the org where they communicate with their users, and it's a $35 plane, but it's worth every dollar of those $35. It's not like some other manufacturers that for $35, sell you eye candy. Nice planes, but a lot of eye candy. This plane is eye candy, and it's functional. Even the fuses work on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, don't enter this contest, Sap, because you already have one. But yeah, so and we'll be doing more of those. I'm starting to, ever since I hit about 8,000 subscribers, I have some discussions with with some of the developers, and you know they're willing to be generous with their planes and get some promotions. So we'll be doing some more of those as we go along here. But yeah, I'm excited about that contest because I really do like that plane. Did I miss the FSL controversy? FSL. Dude, you get, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Do you mean FSE? You mean with John Fly calling me a spy? Is that what you mean? Yeah, it was all in jest. I think it was on Saturday. I was watching a stream and I was chatting in the stream, and he mentioned the fact that I had signed up for Snack Air and then I had resigned from Snack Air, and that some of the Snack Air management felt that I might have been in there just to spy. So I dispelled that rumor by stating the fact that I had joined Snack Air well before I started VR Aviation. Oh. Well, let me finish this story. Well before I started VR Aviation, and I resigned from Snack Air because I didn't want to be accused of spying. So, anyway, it was just kind of funny. The Flight Sim Labs, knowing included malware with... I didn't see that. They included the malware? Can you post a link to that, Blazin'? I'd like to read that. That's not good, man. All right, I'll look for that when we're done here. That's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. Did they respond to that or anything? Talk about how to damage your reputation. New Garden, right? Where are we? We're 11 miles. Oh, we're not 11 miles. We're... How far are we away? We're about 20 miles. All right. New Garden traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta. We are 2 miles east, northeast of the airfield. We'll be coming in for a straight-in approach, runway 24 full stop, New Garden. Wow. They tried to play it off. Baldu titled a few of his recent streams in honor of the malware. That's messed up, man. Nothing's sacred anymore, you know? It's like the holy... Greed is rampant. It's all about the dollars, too, man. It's all about the dollars. I mean, look, I'll admit, I have a... You know, I stream and I have a YouTube channel to make a little bit of money. But most of that money goes right back into what I do in the hobby. So, I mean, you don't do that kind of thing. You don't violate trust like that. It's terrible. It's terrible. But unfortunately, it's commonplace in the business world these days. You know, ethics have gone out the window. It's amazing. It's amazing how ethics have gone out the window in all forms of business, all areas of business. Don't get me started. I'll just take another sip of beer. Because the beer bottle is designed perfectly for virtual reality headsets. It fits in there without denting or touching your HMD. The long stem. Now, in the old days when they had those snubby little bottles, that might have been a problem. All right, let's start to slow this little bird down. So we were about to land at New Garden, N57, and see the scenery that one of our pilots created, SimPilot 13. He put in a labor of love and created a wonderful scenery there. And also Robo Friesen, who's another one of our pilots of the Aviation, he's creating a scenery for N47, I believe 47, which is cool too, so I appreciate that. But this is nice. SimPilot did a nice job. This is an interesting airport to land at, New Garden. And then after New Garden, we'll be heading back to Delaware Air Park. I keep calling it Delaware Park, but it's Delaware Air Park. So listen, thanks for joining the stream, guys. If you hadn't hit that follow button yet, make sure you hit it. And that little notification next to it, hit that too. And that way, when I'm streaming, you get a little notification. If you want to talk VR, you want to talk flight simming, and want to talk baseball, it's all good. New Garden traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta. We are 8 miles northeast of the airport. We'll be coming in straight in. Approach runway 24 for full stop landing, New Garden. You feel the narrow runways mess up your flare, okay? Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, you want to try something interesting? Try landing the B1900D at Sky Manor. I don't see this runway. All right, let's get a little closer. What's the white propeller thing on the dashboard? Oh, that's the sync, prop sync. That's the prop sync. That tells you whether your propellers are in sync. All right, I have an airfield somewhere around here. Yeah, we might not be able to do it straight in here. Let me look at it on... This is what's nice about ForeFly. Oh, there, let me just see here. It'll show me the runway. Okay, so the runway goes 240, so... Set heading bug to 240. Set heading bug 240.
Heading 240 degrees.
All right, I see where it is. Yeah, for some reason, again, the trim is kind of messed up. So let's get our first notch of flaps in. And get our gear down. Okay, shut up. I haven't landed at this airport a lot, so I don't know the geography very well up here. Oh, that was nasty. I must have changed scenery. All right, we'll pick it up. We might have to do a lap around the airfield to get in here. No, this is not online. I'm not online. This is I'm not in Pilot Edge or anything. Let me just get my zoom in here. I think that's me over there. Instinct tells me that's it, so I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, this is X-Plane 11, Del Gloria. X-Plane 11, and I'm in virtual reality. I'm using the Oculus Rift.
500.
Thank you. So it is not on. It's not a multiplayer thing, although you can do that with like Pilot Edge. Yeah, try running the B9, flying the B900D and land it at N40. And actually, Megaphone, I don't know if he's still here, he landed his Challenger at N40. I don't know if I could do that. Here's my runway. New Garden traffic, Baron 328, Tango Delta on short final runway 24, full stop, Baron, New Garden. Look at that, picked it up just like it's, oh, I've landed here before. I brought some stuff here before. Uh-oh. Full flaps. Little squirrely, little squirrely. Nice job on that scenery, dude. Looking good. All right, let's get her in here. It is a narrow runway. But we got her in. Clean up the flaps. We make that one? No, can't make that one. You had a reverse thrust full speed right before the wheels were down. Yeah. It's a long runway. Sky Manor. It's a long runway, but it is narrow. You know, it's weird because when you fly the bigger planes on the narrow runways, you feel like you're going faster than if you were landing on a wide runway. You know, it's like, I guess it's an optical illusion or whatever, but like if you land a Challenger on a runway like this versus a runway like LaGuardia, you feel like when you're going 120 or 130 knots, you feel like you're going faster on a narrow runway, at least for me. Which way we're going? Yeah, we're going the other way, so we're gonna have to bring these back and go check out the scenery. SimPilot 13 scenery. Are you with us, SimPilot 13? He was here before. He created the scenery at this airport. Did you put down all the taxi lights and all that stuff? Pretty nice. Oops, come on. Hey. Yeah, you feel the speed, don't you, on the narrow runways? So let's just, we're going to cruise up here. Got all these hangars now. I would love, I know it's difficult to do. It would be very cool if we had a big VR Aviation logo right on those doors there. Right on those hangar doors. That'd be really cool. But yeah, nice work, man. Now, did you use an actual picture of the actual airport to create this? Like the hangar buildings in the same areas and stuff? Just curious. Let's go stop by the gas and get some gas. We gotta let our passengers off. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set.
All right, let's let these guys off. right, who we got left? All right, we got a full flight back to Delaware Airport, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, we're going to, let's see, let's step it up with 100 gallons of fuel. What the hell? Contribute to the cause. All right, cool. And we got a full flight, which is nice. Take a look at the finances later. Start our flight. En route. It's a short trip back to Delaware. It's nice. And let's just set our frequency. Well, actually, we've got to. Oh, I forgot to tell CTAF that we were clearly active. Anyway, we'll try to do a custom version. Cool. You cut an author from Google Earth to use. Oh, to use in a reference. Awesome. All right, cool. All right, we are ready to go back to Delaware. New Garden traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta, taxiing to runway 24 for departure to the west, right? Departure to the west. New Garden.
Approaching runway 24.
Thank you.
Entered runway 24. 3,500 feet remaining.
Not a particularly long runway, but you could definitely land the. Didn't you land the Challenger here, Mega? Let's see. Get our flaps to 1. We are heading west, and we got our people on board. We got our GPS coordinated, and once we get in the air, we will change our CTAF for 3,300 feet. 3,300 feet. N57. Here we go. New Garden traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta is on the go, runway 24, departure to the west to 2000. New Garden. Plane's taking off by itself. Okay. Gear up. Flaps up. New Garden traffic, bearing 328 Tango Delta, departing the pattern to the southwest. Last call, New Garden. So what's nice about these FBO runs in the Northeast is that they're not too close and they're not too far, so like they're good spacing. So you get a lot of landings and takeoffs and stuff. So it's interesting, you know, and you get to see some interesting scenery. So it's a particularly nice area to build out. Not as mountainous and beautiful as Montana, but certainly. Anyway, SimPilot 13 again. Props and thanks for creating that scenery at N57. We really do appreciate it. Did some really nice work there. Thank you. All right, flight director off.
Flight director off.
All right, let's do LNAV on.
LNAV on.
Altitude hold.
Altitude hold on.
Autopilot on.
Com 1 set to 121.8.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
All right, we're good to go there. Let me get my CTAF information. So we're going to be set com 1 123.0.
Com 1 set to 123.0.
Right, and we are going to be landing runway 9er. That's 6. Runway 6, right? Let's just make sure. Niner. Runway 9er. And runway 9er runs. Yeah. Okay. Should be set my heading bug. So we're all set up for that. Set heading bug 009.
Heading 009er degrees.
Oh no, sorry. Set heading bug 090.
Strobe lights off.
No, that's not it. Set heading bug 090.
Heading 09er 0 degrees.
Strobe lights on.
Strobe lights on.
Let's see, 20, so between 2,500 and 4,000 feet, depending on the weight. Gotcha. Well, I tell you, Mega, I have been tracking, because I've been doing some cargo runs with Challengers, and I've been tracking my gas usage, so fuel usage, so I know, get a good sense of weight and how much gas, how much fuel you need for distances. And basically the rule of thumb I use is it's about 1.1 gallons per mile. That's after about 4 flights that I'm kind of figuring that. So anything over that is going to give you some decent reserve. It seems to be kind of like a good rule of thumb. So, you can't trust the calculations in FSE. So I want to, when you do those long flights with 46 or 4,800 kilograms of cargo, you want to make sure you got enough fuel. It's always better if you don't have to stop, right? You should save money that way. I'm at 17. Oh, you mean in the Challenger? I usually fly 12,000 feet. That's at 12,000. I don't go that high. I don't go up to 30,000. I know you're going to burn less gas. I know that, but I try to do quicker runs, and I guess I could probably fly higher. Maybe I should do that. But I'm basically calculating on 12,000 feet, which isn't very high, right? So I'm sure the rates would be better. Yeah, okay. So I need to get up to 30,000. Well, yep. Start to do that. I should do that. Is it really 8 times more efficient? I'm going to do some runs and test that out. Not sure what river that is there. Let's see, it's a creek. Oh, the Chesapeake Canal. Oh, cool. That's the Chesapeake Canal right there. I've actually been down that on a boat. That must be the tip of New Jersey there, and this goes down that way. That's pretty cool. Sweet spots between 41,000 and 43,000. All right. I'll have to get her up in the air then. Burning too much fuel. Yeah, it doesn't have the greatest sound, dude. Blazing. The B1900D doesn't have the greatest sounds. I turn them kind of down because it just doesn't have very good sounds. That's the Delaware Bay there. River into the bay. And then we're heading west that way. Average spending 25% of profit goes to gas. Not unnecessarily, but yeah, so you really have to get up there to save the gas money. It's important to do that. Okay, I'm going to start doing that. I'm pretty close to buying my own. I've got almost $1 million saved up. So, but got to find one for sale. None of them are for sale. Looking forward to getting one. I really am. Let's see, we are about 15 miles. What are we? North. All right. Delaware Airport, Barron 328 Tango Delta. We are 15 miles north of the airport. We're going to be entering a straight-in approach to runway 09 from the west. Full stop landing, Delaware Airport. How do you center your view? You have an Oculus Rift? If you're talking about Oculus Rift center of view, on the Oculus Rift controller, there's a button that you can use to center your view. If you're talking about X-Plane 11 center of view, go to 3D Cockpit, and you want to set up, you got to move your headset to where it's comfortable. Like what I'm doing, I have 3D Cockpit view set up on this button right here on my yoke, so when I move my head, the cockpit view moves. So you center your head and then you set up the I have a video on it, okay? Go to my YouTube channel, and there's a video on how to do it. I put it out maybe a couple weeks ago. It's how to like set up views, cockpit views in X-Plane 11 VR or something like that. Watch that video, it'll explain it to you. All right. Watch the video, dude. It's explained in the video. Let's see. Yeah, you can use the comma in the period too. Thanks, Blazing. Delaware Air Park, Barron 328 Tango Delta. We are 9 miles north of the airfield. We'll be entering straight-in approach from the west, runway 09 for full stop landing, Delaware Airport. Well, this was a nice time. I like flying this Barron. Fun GA flying, you know? Real easy. You don't have to think too much. You know, you're not calculating fuel speed. You know, you usually have plenty of fuel. Or fuel usage, I should say. You know, it's nice and easy. Fun. Over the farmland of Delaware. You know, you never realize how much farmland there is in this country. Oh my God. There's so much farmland. So the other thing is I'm going to put a stream schedule in place. Going to try to stick to it. It's going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've got it set up for 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. That's when I'll be starting in the evening. And on Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern. Maybe occasional stream here and there in between, but I'm going to work on sticking to those three dates, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. Sometimes schedule will change, so we'll have to see. But right now I'm going to work on sticking to that. So I should be streaming tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And I put a thing in the description of the Twitch channel there. You can see below of the schedule. All right. Delaware Air Park traffic, Baron 328 Tango Delta. We are 5 miles west of the airport. We'll be making a straight-in approach to runway 09 for full stop landing, Delaware Air Park. All right, start to slow this bird down. And there's our runway. And I think we'll do a, let's take autopilot off. Delaware Air Park, Baron 328 Tango Delta on short final runway 09, 3 miles out at 1,200 feet. Straight in approach, runway 09. Full stop, Delaware Air Park. That was a very wordy call. Very wordy call. Get those gear down. Get those first notch of flaps in there. Coming
500.
home. 500. Coming home to Delaware, baby. Paid for the maintenance of the Baron. I tell you what, all you got to do is someone flies this route maybe twice a month and it pays for the maintenance on the Baron. So we want to make sure we do that. I love flying around here. I have my SR-20 at this airport too, at 33, and I think it's a 33N. Three green, everybody's good. We've got full flaps. And we'll do a replay of this landing. A little off kilter there. Get a little right rudder there. All right. All right, what do you give that landing? I think that was an 8. Maybe a 7. Set parking brake.
Parking brakes set.
All right. No, the view is not twitchy at all. The view is very smooth. All right, let me get the FSE guys off here. I'm going to do a replay. I want to end FSE though. End FSE. Finish that flight, and we'll go over that in a second. All right, and let's get our replay going, and here's how I like to do the replays. We're going to go right over here. And let's do a replay. Let's go to replay. We'll see the Baron come by here. Coop, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm just talking about the giveaway that we're going to be doing of your... Coop is the developer from AFM, Advanced Flight Modeling. Where's that Baron? There he is. We're riding the Baron here. There it is. All right, let me go over here. All right, let's watch right here. Coop is is the developer of the Mooney M20R Ovation from Advanced Flight Modeling. Welcome, Coop, to the chat. All right, let's go to replay, and we'll go to slow motion, regular motion. Here comes our Baron. Nice flare. Oh, that's a pretty good landing. That's a hell of a landing. All right, let's go back here. Now watch this. Ready? Check this out. Isn't that cool? There he is, right down there. Love that. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's end the replay. Get back in the cockpit. All right, let's shut her down. And get our, where's our stuff here? Get master this off, that off, that off, that off. That's off, that's off. These all off. You see, you can point it like this and click. You can now turn them off like that too. You could actually start the plane too. Does that work? Oh, I don't know how you do that. Oh, there's a problem. All right, gotta tell Laminar about that. Anyway, so that's gonna about do it for this. Let's go check out the money. All right, go to log. Let me get you so you guys can see Chrome. And here's our trips here. So we made, let's see, let's go to VR Aviation's log. $3 grand, 1,300. So it's 2.5. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry, $1 grand, 2,300, 5,300. So let's take a profit here. So we made 1,700 for VR Aviation there. And we made 700 there, so that's 2,400. And here we made, so about 3 grand. Not bad. Not bad. 3 grand for us, 3 grand for them, which is great. And it was a nice flight, man. Nice flight. Nice 200-mile flight around the area, and it's very enjoyable. So cool. Dude, I told you it was better than Fly Inside. It's amazing compared to Fly Inside. Yeah. Welcome to real flight sim VR. I mean, Fly Inside did a great job for many years. I don't want to, diss them, but they did a great job, but this is just much better, In any event, that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm off to get some shut-eye. I wanted to thank you guys for this late Monday night President's Day stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for hitting the follows and hitting the notifications. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe to Bambino Games for more X-Plane 11 VR videos. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks for chatting it up, guys. And we should be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So take care, guys. Have a great evening.